Protests got underway in Richmond, with activists saying they will continue to march for justice and for an end to racism. But with fears that any protest could turn violent come nightfall, some businesses closed their doors, even ones outside the city. Our Tracy Sears joins us now with that part of our coverage. Tracy?
Bill, we'll show you that earlier in the evening, the protests were organized. They were peaceful. They were calm. But because of that citywide curfew at 8 o'clock, a lot of businesses and restaurants had to close down their doors and send their workers home. But even out here in the West End, where no curfew was in place, several businesses did the same thing just as a precaution.
Black Lives Matter!
More than 1,000 peaceful protesters marched in solidarity from Richmond's Monroe Park to City Hall.
Black Lives Matter!
Pausing for a moment of silence before continuing the protest that culminated on Monument Avenue, home to Richmond's now defaced Confederate monuments. It was the fourth straight night of protest across Richmond, where thousands have spoken out against the death of George Floyd and escalating fears of police brutality toward African-American men. The early evening protest remained civil, with the vast majority of the people leaving before the city's 8 o'clock curfew went into effect. But fears of escalating riots that plagued the city on Friday and Saturday night meant intense security that reached the West End. At Willow Lawn in Henrico County, several officers were present all along West Broad Street. And off-duty officers guarded several shopping centers that shut down early as a precaution. Even as far as Short Pump, most businesses closed down early. Now, it's unclear how many Henrico officers are on duty and how many of them are off duty. But right here you can see at the Citco, right across from the Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, there's about 5 officers in a row parked there. Just behind me at the Exxon station, there are 2 officers parked, and then further down the street at Firestone and at Willow Lawn, several more officers. We have not been told whether this is based on intelligence that they've received, or is this just a precaution because they are so close to city lines. Working in Henrico County, Tracy Sears. Now back to you.